All right, here we are.
I like the other intro.
All right, here we are. We're back. Oktapus and Friends, and it's a special day.
Yeah.
We got a special guest here.
Nico.
Hey guys. Our boy Massive Man.
What's up?
How you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Good to see you, man.
It's good to see you too. I haven't seen you guys in a minute.
I know. Back in the fold. Back in the mix.
So what's up? What's new? What's going on?
So I've been working on a lot of music videos since we last talked, and I locked in a collab with Futuristic. I don't know. Have you ever heard of them?
Yeah.
All right,
That's
cool.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're doing a remix to one of my songs, One by One. It's actually gonna be like a fighting anthem. I was just telling Jim that it should go in like a film placement for like, I think you like a UFC video game or something like that. It could really work.
It's a pretty awesome song.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys might have even heard it. He's had it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's old chorus to my song One by One, but all new verses about fighting and like boxing. And
It's dope.
dope.
It sounds good.
Hell yeah.
I'll show it to you guys later.
For
Nice.
sure.
Yeah, we'll bump that for sure.
We definitely know some
So-
people in that world, too, of
awesome.
UFC and that side of
Yeah,
things.
yeah, my buddy's a UFC fighter.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
What's
yeah.
his name?
Calvin Cater.
Okay.
Yeah, he fought during the whole lockdown. Then when they did the Fight Island,
It's so weird watching those fights now with
I know,
no
no-
audience.
right?
Dude.
No
crowd, man.
It's
so
no
weird.
It's not
It
amped
is
up.
weird.
I think fighting is one of the only things where it's pretty cool because you're hearing things that you should be hearing. Like
Yeah, true. You
crazy
can hear
fight
them and the
shit.
coaches and stuff.
But like watching like Lil Wayne on a TV screen fake smoking weed during an NBA playoff, it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what? Why the fake shit? It's like listening to or watching soccer and hearing like
wait, what are you talking about?
watching a game.
Why was Lil Wayne fake smoking weed?
Oh, you
it's
didn't
the
see that
playoffs
shit?
and
It's
shit.
actually it's pretty funny.
Right? Playoffs or
I don't know.
whatever.
Certain people got webcams into the games and they would put them on screens behind the players and shit.
Oh, wow. I
And
haven't
Lil
watched-
Wayne's
I haven't watched any
blowing
of it.
smoke. Yeah, no one does. I just saw it from memes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh,
But yeah, we got some hookups there, so maybe there's something there we could help with.
all
you
right,
know?
cool. We'll definitely talk about it later.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So yeah, we're excited. We got you in here. We're we got this track that we shot you
Yeah.
over the instrumental, and
I can't wait to work on it today.
yeah, no, it's about time. We got obviously with the whole coronavirus, COVID-19 shit that kind of sidetracked us. We had to kind of figure out what the hell we were doing here, keep the place afloat, and obviously we handled that. And so then we were like, okay, let's pivot and open up a second location. So we've been doing that.
Yeah.
So that's we've been kind of, and now we're like, all right, now things have settled down a little bit, but enough to be like, all right, let's work on the track.
Yeah.
And so we're like,
I'm
let's get him in.
excited. I
Yeah.
brought my own TLM 107 over here. I love that mic.
yeah.
I want to use it with
Hell
you
yeah.
guys set up.
All right, cool.
So-
Yeah, we'll plug it in. I'm into it.
So let's talk a little bit about what you've done and like you were just talking about your Spotify's.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some things he's cranking.
Oh, yeah,
he's
you
about
just
to
hit a
get his
million
YouTube.
view-
My first YouTube plaque. I'm almost at the 100K mark on YouTube.
On subscribers?
Yeah.
Badass, dude.
So I'm
Hell yeah.
I think I'm at like 90,000.1 or whatever.
If you guys
0.3
are
or
listening,
something
go
like that.
subscribe to
Subscribe
Yeah,
to
go
him.
subscribe.
Well, let's
100.
hit him with the link. What is it?
Every link to all my social medias are /massofman, MASSOFMAN. So youtube.com/massiveman, Facebook massiveman, everything.
Yeah.
It's all branded.
Tied it in. That's all.
Locked it in.
And so really everything that kind of triggered everything blowing up was Fallen Angel.
Fallen Angel, that's my biggest song to date. It has like 5.4 million on YouTube, 5.2 million on Spotify.
Wow.
It blew up on TikTok. I don't know if you've seen it, but I can show you guys hundreds of videos of people in
That's
face
cool. I've
paint.
seen a couple that you
Like-
posted once.
Well, it makes sense because it can do a back and forth with their friends too.
Yeah.
It's perfect for that.
And the most popular part of that song on TikTok is literally the chorus that Matt Harrison sings, where it's like I can make you my,
Yeah. Dude, I love that song. I remember when you first reached out to us, and that was the first thing I watched. I was like, oh shit, this dude's real. Like, he's legit. He's got some dope stuff. Like, I was excited when Jim was like, yeah, there's this dude, because we were talking about that idea for the music video that we wanted to do on our side, and then you called with the same idea, and we were like, fuck. And then I was like, "Is this kid any good?" I talked to you before I even checked out your music.
Yeah.
So I got on the call with him.
I rapped it over the phone for you guys.
And I was
I
like,
called Mark. I was like, "This kid. I just got off the phone with this kid. He's fucking serious."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Is he any good?" I'm like, "Well, I'm looking at him. He's got all kinds of shit going on." But I'm like, he's making this video. Like he's fucking seriously determined, as we all know now. But he was serious, and I knew
I was dead serious. I was like, this is gonna happen. I told my parents, I'm like, I'm doing it.
Right. So before Fallen Angel, how many tracks had you put out?
I don't know exactly how many I'd put out. I did a whole 10-track album. Then there was stuff when I was a kid that I kind of wiped off my page, you know, because I wanted to rebrand and stuff like that. But I had basically like 11 songs that I took seriously out, I would say, and maybe a few more. And then we did Fallen Angel. And I didn't expect that result to happen. It's still cranking out 8,000 plays a day on Spotify every day, 8 to 9K. It's just every day.
Well, the funny thing about that is it becomes almost self-fulfilling. If you get enough of a response, then it just becomes self-fulfilling.
It literally pushes itself.
Like, this is a hot track. Everybody listen to it. And so it just starts a cycle of now it's like on its own.
That grew my career tremendously. I went from 2K subscribers to like
one great song can change overnight everything you're doing.
Right.
That's what we try to tell everybody, and you have you are the proof of that. That one song brought all that attention to you. For now, everything you put out,
I put out is getting attention.
But that song, it resonated. The visual was so good. Everything about it was great.
Going on with
and you didn't spend much on that music video. You did
$200.
But it was so effective, you know, and it was done so well. And because of the song, it's really the substance of that song, you know. And so many people can relate, you know. That's another thing, and it was well written. You guys, you wrote a great song.
I put out the follow-up number 2 and stuff. It didn't get as big of a response, but it was still really well received. So
who was the other artist on that?
That was the Real Young Swag and stuff like that. So there was mixed reactions on the video about his voice. People think when they hear his voice, they think auto-tune. I don't know why, but on all his videos, they're like, "Why are you using auto-tune?" But
what does that matter? That's weird.
I no, but I don't know why they always like people who are like anti-auto tune, like I want to hear real rap or whatever. You know, they always bring up comments about it, and it's weird. Like people like I didn't like his voice at first, but it caught on, and I love it now. But literally, they think whenever that kid raps, he has a smoker's voice. They are related to auto tune.
I think that's auto tune. I just thought he had a smoker's voice. I thought the same thing, you know.
But people just don't understand music and how it works, so they're just throwing out the label.
Yeah, and it's so funny when people like get against that. Like, if you're using it to just like
pitch correct,
exactly. It's not going to make like a fucking terrible singer sound good. It can make an okay singer sound better.
I'll tell you, because I spent yesterday singing, and I'm pretty fucking bad, but I stacked 2 auto tunes on me, and I pulled the right parts together, and I'm like, I can actually listen to this now, and that's because
you had to proof right there. You had to pull the right parts in to make it do the right thing. You can't be so far gone that the thing goes crazy and doesn't know what to do.
And you ain't no Aretha Franklin after that.
Exactly. I don't know how this happens, but I've seen some pretty bad people go into the studio that I go to, and I think he hard tunes with Melodyne, and he makes them sound like a pop star, dude. It blows me away.
Ridiculous. I would say if you want to be against anything, Melodyne is the real voodoo. You can I've definitely made really terrible singers sound listenable with Melodyne, but not with autotune. Melodyne is the real.
It's like that face filter
every time.
It's like the face filter where you could like change someone's face to face tune, and now you're a girl. Now you're a great singer.
And I mean, some people can
adjust their nose.
Both are full of shit.
But you have to know how to work Melodyne. Sean's a fucking Melodyne master. I look at it, I'm like, shit, man. Good luck with that one.
My engineer goes so fast, just clicking buttons, and he makes it.
But then there's some people that like can use auto tune like it's an instrument too. Like
Travis Scott.
They're hitting it in a way that it's like it takes talent to hit it in such a way to make it do certain things. Like it really does. It's not like you
Kanye did it.
No, fuck that.
808 and
T-Pain did it.
T-Pain made
millions on his ass.
But T-Pain can fucking sing.
He can really sing.
He can really sing, exactly.
And he manipulated it to now make it like a tool. It was more like a an aesthetic, you know? That was what it was.
He killed it.
But
It's
then
like a
you got
guitar
someone like
effect.
Kanye who can't fucking sing, and then 808 and Heartbreaks, he utilized it perfectly, so now it's a listenable vocal track.
Is
you
it
know?
just me, or does he have a better singing voice without auto-tune? I think
Who,
T-Pain,
T-Pain?
I think he sings way better without auto-tune. I'm like,
Of course.
why'd you make your career off auto-tune
but
when he can
he's
sound
branded
that
now.
voice?
style.
He's branded. Yeah.
It was just
He
a
can't get
style.
away from
and
it.
the time, you know,
Yeah.
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 You can't take it off now.
the
It's too
world
late.
wanted auto-tune.
Yeah, now they're like, put that shit back on, bro. We want to hear you. Go back. We need some nostalgia, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But
So Fallen Angel kind of set up the rest of now.
It's like a
was the
snowball
launch
effect.
pad, you know what I mean? And now,
Oh, Victims did 1 million streams on Spotify, just hit the 1 million mark.
Fuck
And I'm
yeah.
like,
Sick.
that's
yeah,
awesome.
so for people at your homes or wherever you're listening that don't know, so that's kind of how we met. You were coming off the success of Fallen Angel. I think you had put out a couple
I
other
think it was
releases.
just like at a mill at that point. So
Yeah, and then you were trying to find someone to shoot this video for
Yeah.
you, and everyone was like, "Oh, I don't know,
I
it
don't
seems
know.
a little scary."
We're scared.
for
People were telling him no.
Something had just happened.
This
right?
guy put some roadblocks in my way. I wanted like the long drawn out thing. He's like, no, it's gonna cause.
yeah.
I'm glad I listened though.
There was a massive kill scene in the middle of the song.
Dude, that was funny but I feel like it was still effective.
It was still
It
effective.
still got the point across to the point that it wasn't like banned everywhere.
Well, yeah. So talk a little bit about Victims.
So, at first I called.
Right into the mic, please.
Oh, sorry about that. I should have known I'm a professional. So, I think I was researching film companies, and I saw at first that Token shot a video with what is
Project 2.
Project 2.
Yeah, boy Ben.
Ben Prolax or something. Pro.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know how to.
I know.
Sorry for butchering the name. I see it on
Give a fuck.
Facebook.
It's Ben Pro.
No, but I've seen that, and then I reached out, and then they were just like, "Well, Token did a similar, style video." They said, "I don't want to put my name on it because the way the kill scene that I had that we removed," and they gave me the runaround and stuff. But then one of them mentioned that you guys were like their competitors, and I was just like, he's like, "Yeah, go to them," and I was like, "All right, let me check them out." And I checked out your stuff. I'm like, "Oh, this is really good quality video, and it's awesome." So I hit you guys up with the idea, and you guys embraced it, and you're like, "Let's do it." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, Ben knew we were sick fucks, so he's like, "Yeah, just give it." We've done some fucked up videos together, Ben and I. You know, so he knows I'm cool with pushing the fucking envelope. I don't care.
He didn't
Jim
want to
doesn't
do
give
that.
a fuck either.
No, I was actually psyched when he called because we needed to do something dirty.
Awesome. That so I love how a lot of people come to me and they're like, "Oh, I heard it was like." In my head, it wasn't like that controversial, but to everybody else, it was. And when we put that clickbait title for the thing, did this artist go too far? Best move I could have made.
Dude, that was great, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people didn't realize that we were the ones who put the clickbait title. A lot of people were mad at the page because they're like, "Yo, he didn't go too far. He didn't go far enough."
But it got
I'm the mastermind behind this.
He's posted other things that don't get as as many reactions or comments or stuff like that. Like all the stuff he posted is pretty well, but that kind of did exception. The people were going off on each other.
A lot of my
comments.
videos on his platform hit millions.
Yeah.
Where did Victims go? It was like
5 million.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, 5 million on Facebook, and it's almost.
So give a little bit of the we all know at the table, but a little bit of the background of what made you write that song.
So I obviously write about a lot of mental health and real world issues and stuff like that, just because when I was growing up I was mad bullied because of my size. I was like a gentle giant, but I was a big boy and I didn't fit in. I was socially awkward. Why I spent so much time making music and staying in my room doing magic and yo-yoing. I told you guys I do those hobbies and stuff like that, but I literally tried to find things that were entertaining so I could make friends, and I was like a loner who stayed in my room all the time, didn't really fit in with the norm crowd, and always got teased, talked behind my back, stuff like that. So I started initially writing a song just about bullying. The first verse is what I started with. Didn't know where the churn was going to take in the end. I was sitting in a car with one of my rapper friends goes by the name $100. We were sitting in the car. I was showing him the name. I mean the verse and stuff like that. And then we're just like, I'm like, where do I go with the chorus? I was struggling with it, and I'm like, he was like, what if you're like tired and fed up with this stuff? So we came up with the lines: tired of the jokes, tired of the bullshit, tired of my folks, think I'm gonna lose it. And he goes, dude, what if this takes a crazy turn? I'm like, dude, you think? Yeah, we were just talking back and forth, and we decided to go that route. So we added ammo in my backpack, think I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then from there, I just wanted to put myself in a totally different version of the song, not be like people looking into his life getting bullied and him feeling sorry for himself, but him taking a stand and like becoming like just this monster because of what society created him to be. Like, so
yeah, he's a product of their shit.
So when I called it Victims, I was like, not only is he a victim of bullying, but they're a victim of school shootings. So it's like they're all victims in this scenario. Everybody's a victim.
Everybody loses.
Yeah, everybody loses because of this, you know, from bullying. You know, it just could create
another bully.
Yeah, another bully. Yeah,
bully with a gun.
Yeah, bully with a gun. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
you know, it's funny. There's a separate argument that goes on whether it is ammo, but it's funny.
Hammer. People say hammer.
People like it. Oh yeah, hammer in my backpack. There was
I thought it was
there
hammer.
was a whole little fight about whether it's ammo or hammer.
Yeah, because I think I said ammo with that H. Like I was like hammo. I was like hammo when I said it in my voice, and they thought it was the word hammer, and I'm like, no, it's ammo.
But it still works either way.
Yeah.
Well, hammer could be like a gun.
Yeah.
People call a gun a hammer.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting too. That's funny that you pointed that out. But it did really well. We got it on the news. I knew a local news anchor, and I told her, I said this is going really viral on Facebook, and I knew her from school because I graduated with her, and Sam Reed is her name, and I reached out and I said, look how crazy viral this is going and how much controversy and whatever, and then she was like, yeah, we'll pick up the story, and then I got on that was the first time on the news for a song.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
that was awesome. Well, it definitely was a controversial topic.
Yeah.
You know, so it still is.
Yeah,
I like pushing boundaries sometimes.
Yeah, and doing the video was we couldn't. So you can't legally bring even a fake firearm into a school, even if all the kids are not in the school.
No,
it's just not allowed. So we had to build. So we went and shot most
the video
of it
in
a school.
My school that I grew up in.
And then we had to come here and play the camera magic and create a school hallway inside of our studio.
That was cool. A lot of people. So when I got access to this school, my dad knows like the superintendent, the principal, like a lot of his buddies like work at the school and stuff like that. I was known as a good student when I went there. So when I went there, I was like, yeah, I'd like to create a music video. I didn't say it.
You didn't smoke screened him from the first word to them. He's like, hey, how are you? I'm going to do a public service announcement video.
Yeah, exactly. And then, oh my God, I heard so many mixed results from the teachers. Like, got back to my dad's friend. He's like, some of the teachers were furious at me. He's like, I think it was awesome.
Right. So we did this video, just so you know, you should check it out. Victims, Massive Man Victims. But we did it in a real school. And like Sean said, you can't bring weapons in, and it was basically the basis of the video. But, you know, he brought in tons of students. We got teachers, people playing teachers. We found a perfect kid to be the victim. I thought that kid was perfect.
Oh my God, I didn't expect it, but I talk about it to this day. I'm like, dude, you killed it, dude.
Right.
How about me screaming at him? Come on, you gotta.
The funniest thing though is when you watch the behind the scenes footage that you guys filmed and stuff, is that you can hear his voice like, everybody down, like he's just like this wimpy, puny, just like very like insecure, but he just played the role like a fierce monster.
His facial expressions were money.
Yeah,
he like had it down.
He was living it. He was living out something we captured.
But yeah,
that was how he relieved his stress.
Then he was just like laughing his ass off like every time.
Yeah, he was a good kid and he was happy. So there was something there, you know.
Yeah. That was crazy. He did such a good job.
And the girls did great with like being like, I buy it. Like they looked completely fucking freaked out.
They were brutal though. The girls that were punching him and everything was his sister or something.
Yeah, sister, cousin, or whatever.
There's the one scene with like the face when he like walks in. I'm like, wow, that's such a brutal face.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's good. That's a good one.
You make that face in real life.
Those are like all my friends, and I think it's so cool that they want to be a part of this and help me out through my journey and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like I can literally post on my Facebook now. They're like, yeah, me, pick me, I'll do it again. I just have an arsenal of people that want to be in my videos.
Was it your aunt?
My aunt
and it was
His father.
Aunt Anna, my
and
father,
your
my
uncle.
father Fred, and my uncle Joe.
Were the teachers.
And then my dad's cousin was the other teacher in the bathroom scene where he broke up the fight and stuff like that.
I want to bring up something that you said. Like your fans are fiercely loyal. You connect with them in a weird way, like whether it's mental health or addiction or whatever. You're going after the broken people, and you hooked them perfectly, because when you write a song, you write like your subject is going to be dark and you're going to stick with it in the whole thing, but your fans, they fucking love you.
Well, I think it's
real
not
fans.
that necessarily that you're like.
I'm not targeting them. It's they relate to me.
It's them connecting with.
You are that person.
Yeah.
Kind of broken inside.
You a big broken dude.
A big broken dude.
Yeah, because it comes from a place of real. You
Music is therapy.
That's
for
real
me,
to you. So of course people are going to connect with that, because people can see it through bullshit. They can see if someone's just like targeting them and like, I'm going to write sad songs because I know that's a big target. Like, no, you feel and express that in your delivery in the songs, and so that's what makes it so connective. I feel like I'm really good at portraying my emotion when I make music. I think that's one of my strong suits. Definitely shines through my music, and I make that emotional music because I'm either like sad half the time or I don't know. I think people just relate to me because I'm genuine about it, and I've suffered mental health my entire life.
Well, your delivery's solid too. You're not bullshitting. I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
and like you just said, it's therapy for you, but then that resonates as therapy for them.
Sure.
And so that's the other thing, and then you deliver it with that emotion, and it comes off completely genuine.
And that kind of just leads into, you just dropped a single.
I was just about to talk that. I was just thinking what you were thinking. I'm like,
called Fan Letters, where people actually told you how it helped them, how different songs connected with them and helped them.
So I literally get messages 24/7. Some are crazy where they just are like, that scare me sometimes, because like recently the other day somebody goes, this is the last time you're gonna hear from me, I'm killing myself tonight. And I get those all the time with the type of music I make, and I'm just I finally stood up for myself and talked to them. I did it in a kind manner. I was like, do you realize what you just did to me right there? I can't help you from being so far away. I try to through my music, and I talked with them, and they said, thank you for making me understand that. We talked, and then I said, I really hope you're okay tonight. I really do care about you, and but like when people do this to me, it affects me because I can't do nothing, and you're putting all that guilt on me, and I've never met you. And now I feel responsible. And
they're lucky they don't do that to me.
But I make the effort to reach out to almost anybody who talks to me in like a serious way, like that, and it puts a burden on me. They might not know it, but it does. It really like hurt. It sucks.
Right. Well, you're writing this music because you're trying to deal with your own shit.
And they're like, here's more shit. Here's more shit.
Never mind if 1,000 people try to dump their shit on you too.
But then there's those awesome messages that I get where they're like, I was going to kill myself, but I heard your music and felt that I was understood and that I'm not alone in this world, and somebody of your stature goes through things that I go through, so I felt accepted. And I didn't do it that time, and I've been listening to your music ever since. You've saved my life, like stuff like that. Those messages I get a lot too, and that's what makes me keep doing music. Which I stated, I was in the third verse. I was like, the letters that you send me keep me alive is one of the lyrics that I said in it, but it just, those were based on real fan letters. Like I get people that are transgender that their parents don't accept them, or they're gay, haven't come out of the closet. I wrote about because I've had people say, I don't know how to tell my parents. I feel like they won't accept me, and I have conversations with these people. Then I've had girls that are in abusive relationships reach out to me that are like, I don't know how to leave them. I'm kind of stuck in this situation. I don't know what to do. And I just I get everybody's problem at my front doorstep.
Dude, you're a light. And the moths can see that light from a mile away, you know?
Yeah, I like to talk to them as much as I can.
What if you created some type of like community forum or app or website or something that you can basically allow that community to begin helping each other too, so it's like alleviates on you.
So my fans decided upon themselves to make this Instagram group that I'm in, and they all talk to each other. And then actually, funny that you said that. This girl needed surgery done, and she didn't know who to go. And one of the persons in the group told her, "Turn to your music friends." So I posted it, and people started donating to her GoFundMe, and she's able to get the surgery now, I believe. I'm not sure if she raised enough, but I know there was a $200 donation the other day towards the $1,000 goal she was getting at or whatever. So people are really donating because I posted it for her and stuff like that. So I try and help when I can.
That is amazing. Yeah. And then maybe anytime you get some of these people that you feel like are really in need of help, you could say, hey, community, reach out to her, give her some love right now. She's having a hard time, and maybe that could help, you know, stuff like that.
Right.
Utilize that network of people that are all kind of similar and kind of go through similar things, and then so that they could possibly, you know, help each other when they're all fucking down, you know?
Yeah.
That might be cool, too. That way it's not completely on your shoulders, too.
I know, dude.
Like, I got this whole support system. Utilize it, you know?
But my fans are, like you said, they're super loyal. Like, I had somebody, when I made that song, Not Fair, which was about my best friend who passed away. His name was Sean Gooding, rest in peace. He, the day he died, I found out in the morning. I had a long cry session. I invited my friend over to the house. We started writing a song that day. We just didn't know what to do, so we wrote music. And we wrote a song about his passing. It's like, you are a friend, now you're not there. You brought us light, now it's dark here. You know, and it's just, we were talking about his passing. And then we went to the studio that night, recorded it, and finished it. A month later, we wrote a music, did a music video to it, and we put it out there. Everybody showed a lot of support, but there was one person that on my Facebook, because we did the song in a bar, because that was his favorite place to be. We did it in his favorite place just for the video. They called me out and said that I was look at these local drug addicts in Westerly drinking beer while their friend passes. No wonder these low, like a very negative comment. Yeah. And she deleted her Facebook that night, let me tell you, because you know how many people went after this lady? Like, this, not only was Sean like really well loved in the community, there was like 500 people at his funeral, and it was just packed, and people, there's a line out the door. But when people heard that, like, my whole army of fans just attacked her, and she deleted her Facebook for a month. Damn. And I was like, all I did was I screenshotted what she said and posted it as my status. So I can't believe this. Yeah. And
you have an army. You have a fucking army.
I can't abuse that. But I was really upset that day.
You can't. But it's good to use sometimes.
When it's hurtful like that and warranted, you know.
Right.
That's
what good's an army if you can't go to war? You know what I'm saying?
A couple battles
just in case. It's to scare them so they don't engage.
Yeah. You got to pick and choose the right fights. You know, things that are just. But that's awesome, man. You've been crushing. We pay attention, man. We're always there watching, and you know, it's awesome seeing the growth, because you know, we, like you said, when you first came, I think it would just hit 1 million.
Yeah.
And what's it at now?
It's at
Fallen Angel.
Like 12. Yeah. Because 2 million on Facebook, 5 something million on YouTube, and 5 something million on Spotify.
Crazy,
awesome.
Man.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah. And then in regards to, I know you did that that other live show too. You know, I think it was like at the end of last year. You did a live show in Rhode Island. Did you do?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about my YouTube lives that I do all the time.
But what I was saying is, like, now, you know, it's kind of, you started getting going on the live stuff, and now obviously you're gonna hit a little bit of a lull with the COVID.
Right. I do most of my revenue through like streaming and like online stuff. But
what's the YouTube thing you're talking about?
The YouTube thing that I got access to.
Oh yeah, bro.
So Google reached out to me the other day.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this is cool. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but we're just gonna wing it. Screw
you
it.
said it's a beta, right?
It's
we could take it out if we need to.
Yeah, it's beta testing for this new. So I literally went out to buy an iPhone for this, but it's gonna be something called YouTube Rodeo, is what it's called, and my channel got chosen because of how well the lives do that I do. He said I have a lot of engagement with my fans and donations and stuff like that. So they gave me this app instead of using like a software like OBS to put like 4 people in a video call and then, screen record and then send it out to YouTube with a stream key. It's literally no lag, and you can get a link and you send it to people and your fans can hop in your call, and then it literally, so you're like in a square in the middle of your screen with like blurry sides, but you do that and then it's like 2 videos side by side. You can kick people, add people to your YouTube live. So it's really helpful for engaging content and talking to my fans. I had one on there crying like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I got to meet you."
Oh, that's dope.
That's
It's
cool,
super cool.
Yeah.
And all the other people watching live got to see it, and they were waiting in line to get called
that's
in
what
so
it
they could
is.
talk
It's waiting
to me.
in line. It's fucking dope.
It's-
Right?
it's like-
How many people can you bring in at
You
at
can
a time?
bring 4 people at a
that's
time
dope.
so far, and it only works on iPhone.
It makes it
and
exclusive.
it only works on iPhone and iPad in the beta testing. So I literally went out and bought an iPhone right away so I could talk to my fans like that without having to give out my phone number.
Right.
Like, so they have a platform where they can talk to me.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
awesome.
I can do like interviews with my musician friends. I can have 2 of them and then add 2 other people or whatever, and take turns inviting and kicking people out of the call. So I thought that was super cool. It was my first time using it. There's still little glitches and stuff here and there, but I get to give feedback and help. And there's a lot of people I know that haven't got this option given to them, and that's cool. And I saw some other YouTubers such as Token. When I premiere a video on YouTube, you can go, like, while the video is premiering, you can talk to your fans in the chat, right? Now they have a feature where when you premiere a video, you can live stream yourself to your fans instead of just type.
Oh, nice.
It's not out yet. That's even more exclusive. I don't have access to
That's
that
gonna
yet.
be dope.
So
That'd be
you can
cool.
literally be like, "Hey guys, the video's coming down in like 30 minutes. How are you guys doing?" And you can interact with them, receive donations, talk.
Yeah.
But I saw other YouTubers getting to use that feature. When I talked to the rep, we did a video call and we were talking back and forth, and he's like, "Maybe I can see if I can get you into that too." And those, yeah. So I was like, "That's awesome." I was asking as many questions. I was asking as many questions as I could, dude. I was so excited that Google wanted to talk to me. I was like, milestone.
You're crushing it. Man.
yeah.
You're doing so well, man. I'm proud of you, man. I'm happy
and
for you.
it's you had that launch pad and then you were consistent. You stick.
Yeah, don't stop. I put out a video like
Yeah, and
almost
you're
every
creative,
month.
very creative with all the stuff that you do.
Yeah, it's all good quality songs that are connecting with the right audience. You know what I mean? And you're consistent about it. You never stop grinding. You take it seriously. You wake up and live this every day. You know what I mean? And that's what it takes.
He's hyper focused.
I'm thinking about something. He knows.
He really is. I witnessed it. Very few people with that focus. It's a good thing, It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what you want.
Yeah.
The problem that I'm running into is I don't always want to make depressing music because I'm not always in that mode. There's a lot of the time where I am, but like I'm trying to incorporate like feel good music or anthems or bangers or whatever.
Yeah.
And every time I do it, the views just aren't getting there. And I'm just like, they are, but I don't know how to get out of the box I'm in to like, and I don't know if it's the right move.
Well, it's you'll always have, look at it as one lane, like, okay, like I know, but because that's the lane that blew up, you know what I mean? So you got to give the other lane some time to get the same, to catch up to that side.
I feel if I get that one good one for that style,
exactly. You need the fallen angel of hype music.
Yeah,
Right.
Nice. We can help with that.
The artist Massetti is going to be here later today. I don't know if he's already here. I haven't even looked to my right.
No, he's not here. Just chickens.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A's here.
Oh, okay. I can't wait for that though. But he always tries and pushes me in different directions. When he sends me a song, I get into a different mode rather than when I start writing a song.
Yeah.
Because I'm sticking with what works at the moment, and I do want to break out of that barrier. So that One by One song that I got the feature with Futuristic on, I want to put that one out because it's like it's aggressive and it's different than what I normally do. So I think that one's going to be super successful.
Yeah, I think it's going to. Yeah.
I can't wait to show you guys it.
Hear it, man. I'm excited.
I'm pumped.
Johnny and Jim already got the listen.
Yeah, I heard it.
We'll play it over the speakers where it sounds better.
Yeah, we're gonna bump it. Yeah. No, I'm excited. I was excited about. I mean, we've been in the weeds. We doing so many things right now as a team with, the second studio build out and the publishing company launch, and now we're going on a tech venture. So it's like anytime we can start like doing some music again, I'm like super excited. So I've been like, oh, nice. We got Nico coming in. We're gonna finally work on some music. So I'm pumped for today, man. I'm excited you're here.
Dope. I'm glad to be here.
Hell yeah. It's good to see you, man.
It's good to see you too, Mark. How's Dad doing? He's doing good. Always help me with those business decisions.
Right?
Nico, it's too expensive.
Fred's the fucking man. Shout out to Fred.
So I guess if I were a young rapper starting out, you know what I mean? Do you have any, now that you've kind of gone through the motions, if you're able to kind of look back and say like, oh, maybe I should have done this or I could have done this sooner, what are some tidbits of wisdom that you think you could pass on to aspiring artists?
I think one of my biggest pieces of advice is don't release until you know you're ready. I prematurely released a lot of music when I was younger, and which gave a lot of local people the wrong opinion about my music because I wasn't fully developed as an artist. I thought I was awesome back then, but now looking back on it, I was like, oh my God, I was bad. And I was showing him something earlier.
He just played me something.
When I first started,
he sounded like he was 8.
I put that stuff out though, is the problem.
That's fine, dude.
We talk about that all the time because we've all done that. Everybody at this table here has done that.
I thought I was ready long before I really was to, and the thing is, music is like a business. You have to treat it as a business if you want to succeed in it. I thought you just make music, post it on SoundCloud, and you're good. That was what I expected when I first started. And I feel like I have to make a video now every time, which costs money. I have to get studio time to sound professional, which costs money. And I didn't realize it. Like, if you're starting up a lawnmower company, you need money for the lawnmowers. Yeah. You need money to build your clientele before you can start making profit. I invested every birthday dollar I got from my parents as a child and everything. I'm like, I want studio time. That's what I want. That's all. So I made a lot of songs, perfected my craft, and then I'm like, okay, now I need visuals because visuals push farther than just a song itself. So, and then I'm like, okay, now I have these cool visuals. I have everything a professional artist. What am I missing? I had to realize there's a whole other side to music than just making the music. You have to learn how to market it too, because if you don't know how to market it and you're just making it, it's going to go nowhere. If you have one fan and you're putting out I would say if Eminem just started music today and never put out a song in his life and just put out a song with one follower on his platform, with 0 followers to start with, and he put out one song, he wouldn't do close to the numbers he's getting. He'd probably get like 1,000 his first view. Even though he's that good, I think he might only get 1,000 views his first release.
It's a new world.
Yeah, it's because he didn't have the fan base to market it to. Yeah, and he had, so some people get lucky with a really viral song that just goes off, and some people have to invest and work on a slow grind to get there. But it definitely takes money to invest in yourself. If you believe in yourself and you think you can do it, I encourage you to start spending money on studio time, professional cover art, make your brand, build a brand.
Yeah, so make sure you have quality content, quality music, quality videos. And this is my thing. If you want to put stuff out, this is my workaround now. If you're going to put out stuff that you just want to get a feel for to see if people like it and it's not that great a quality, just call it a demo.
Yeah.
And put it out as a demo. And put it out for free. Just put it out for free. Don't put it out on like the streaming services. Put it on SoundCloud, get some reaction, understand what it is, and then take all that shit down once you start progressing.
That's what I did. I took a lot of my stuff down after I progressed, and I felt like I built where I needed to be, or I was at a level that I could be putting this out to the public.
But also, too, you putting that out to the public on some level made you have to elevate every time, because now you're going, oh, I didn't get any feedback on that, or no one gave a fuck, so what else can I do? So
you have to adjust.
It's a double-edged sword, because you don't want to put out just anything, but you also need to get something out so that you can start getting feedback, so that you can adjust and make better stuff. So that's why I'm saying throw the demo, call it a demo, and then that it can relieve it a little bit.
It's part of the development process. It's part of what gets you to the point where it's like, okay, this is who I am. I know what my style is now. I know, what people like that I also like, because it's important. You don't just want to make what
you like, because your fans are the consumers, so you got to have a balance about something you enjoy making.
Yeah, and you don't want to just make what they like, because they're going to be miserable. You're like, I fucking hate making this music.
Imagine you were doing country.
That's how you sharpen the sword, though. That's how you become better, because when you think it's great,
and they think it's great.
No, when you think it's great and you go to play it for that first person, tell me if this happens. You feel like a douchebag inside. Every little thing that was wrong is now like 10 times worse. And you're like, I know they think I suck. And now all of a sudden you're like, that makes you better, That makes you better.
I've learned to brush that off, though. I know I'm good enough now.
But at first, you kind of, I know what you're saying. Don't worry, we're going to fix that part. That's coming up. I don't even fucking hear it.
They don't even care.
It's just your brain. Oh, yeah, the guitar's on. That's not the tone, It's like,
and they're like,
shut the fuck
up. I don't care about your tone. Like, I'm just trying to listen to a song.
It's actually kind of a cool song.
Oh, okay. Good. Thank you.
Awesome, man. Well, that's good advice for up and coming artists, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, I think that's very powerful, because it's funny, because we used the lawnmower. We used the same.
Really?
The same metaphor.
Maybe I got it from you guys.
Yeah, we use it all the time, because it's so true, though. A lot of people don't realize that there's so much to it. And starting a business, you got to invest in yourself. You got to invest the time, and you got to develop the product, and you got to brand the product, and then you got to connect with consumers.
You must have said that to me if you guys used that, because I know I got it from somewhere a couple years ago, and I'm just like, that's really good advice.
Good, I'm glad it's stuck. See? Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
Well, dude, I can't wait to hop into the song right when this wraps up, and thank you for being here.
No problem. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Massetti just got here, and the chicken's here, so we'll go get some food right now, and then hit the stew.
I can't wait.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for coming in, man.
Not
Good
a
to see you.
problem.
All right. Until next time.
Hey,
yeah. Oh my God, dude, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. Thanks.
Cool. That was awesome.